team before. This is a follow-up to earlier pulse research, and this is more specifically targeted since the COVID-19 pandemic has taken place. And so this survey, as John will say, reached over 700 individual people within our distribution area. So it's a very valid and relevant study that we're going to see today that'll give us additional talking points and strategies for working with our clients through this difficult time and as we come out of it, hopefully in the next couple of months. So with that, I'll turn it back to John and take it away, John.
Okay, I appreciate it, Mike, and thank you everybody for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule today. And as you're all very acutely aware, this is an extremely unprecedented, very, very challenging time. And the research that we did for you about a year ago to kick off your program, specifically focusing on shopping plans of your audience, when COVID hit, was obviously no longer valid. Everything got shut down. And so there was a significant change. And so what Pulse offered to do for you guys, and what I'm pleased to present this morning, is an updated shopping survey of your audience. And obviously, this is an extremely critical time for your local businesses. And obviously, every newspaper across the country is experiencing significant decreases in revenue. And I'll submit to you that one of the reasons for that is, and it's only natural, that when a business person faces uncertainty and the obvious economic impact of COVID-19, the first reaction is to cancel their advertising or cut back on their advertising. It's a heck of a lot easier to cancel or cut back on their advertising than laying off people. They've obviously got fixed costs, like their rent, etc. And so what I'd like to do this morning is kind of go over and relate how this new, fresh COVID shopping information of your audience is extremely relative and usable for you today. One of our publishers kind of said it great. A current shopping survey would really help our local businesses. We're freaking out right now. She said it beautifully. And it would also help us be viewed as that trusted advisor who is there to help them navigate through these unprecedented times. I mean, she just nailed it. Two primary things. One is a shopping survey would really help the businesses because they're freaking out. They don't know what's going to happen. In the normal times, a business person, the ones you're calling on there in the Madison area, they would know what a June would look like, right? Because they've got history. But there is no precedent for this COVID-19 impact going forward. You don't know, they don't know. Essentially, nobody knows what's going to be happening in the next week, next month. And so the shopping survey that Pulse conducted, and I want to underscore this, of your audience, is extremely valuable news. I'll submit to you, now is the best time ever. I don't mean any disrespect for all the pain and suffering, but now is the best time ever to help and assist your local businesses, because more than ever, they are looking for some clarity, some insight, some direction on what's going to be happening over the next couple of months. And we ask the questions of your audience that they would ask, okay? And so as Mike just said, about 2 weeks ago, we invited your print and your digital audience of Capital newspapers to take the COVID impact shopping survey. And we modified the survey questions to focus on the business categories that we felt would be most important to you going forward, like automotive, real estate, healthcare, retail, etc., restaurants. But we also added questions that we felt were business categories that would be most meaningful to you because of the impact of COVID-19. And the other thing that we did that is extremely important to note is we asked your audience about their shopping plans over the next 3 months. 3 months. We normally ask over a year, but we wanted to get information that was in the near term, more actionable, more usable, to and for your businesses. We got over 700 sample in a couple of weeks. That's outstanding. When they do the national political polls across the United States, they use 800 to 1200. We got over 700 just of your audience. We focused on the business categories, once again, that are most important to you, and there's over 200 of them, plus the related products and services. I want to make some specific recommendations, if I might. You're all familiar with the Pulse program, you know, the sales tools, but a couple things I want to cover is you've got a unique opportunity. You care about your local businesses to really engage and help them. And Lee Corporate has also put in place a matching grant program. It's a very, very positive reinforcement to assist and help the local businesses. I'm going to suggest to you that you get their interest. The lead in is with the information about and for the opportunity for their business. And it's now more motivating, more engaging, more appreciated than ever. Because once again, they don't know what the next weeks and months are going to bring. But you've got the answers. We've got the information about the purchasing plans for their business. So I strongly suggest that when you're talking to businesses about your matching guide program, that you lead into the conversation, you reinforce with the benefit, the opportunity, what's in it for them. That will make a very, very positive difference for you. I've got some specific recommendations for you, and I'll go over them fairly quickly. They're pretty straightforward. These are the things that I would suggest if I was an ad rep again, or I was an ad director again. Number one is retention. Friends help friends. You've got a lot of businesses that you've worked with for many years. And these businesses are your friends. Help them. Share with them the information of the research for their business. What I mean by sharing is in the Pulse program, you can quickly within seconds show them how many households you reach. Based on the COVID shopping research, they're going to shop at their business over the next 3 months. You got a couple ways to do that. Number one is with a teaser. The teaser is the big number, what's in it for them. So in this example right here, there's almost 5,500 households who are going to shop at a lumberyard. Now what's important here, and what I want to reinforce over and over and over again, this is based upon the COVID Madison audience shopping information. This is an example here, but all it does is take the percentage from your survey that we just completed. We're going to shop at a lumberyard over the next 3 months. And by the way, lumberyards, building supply, are one of the businesses that are going to have increased shopping because of COVID. There are 51 businesses, I'll show you in just a second, that because people are now at home, businesses related to home products and services see an increase. So back to the teaser. I suggest you lead into your grant program conversation presentation with what's in it for them based upon your current COVID shopping information. So almost 5,500 households going to shop at a lumberyard. It's just taking, once again, refresher, the COVID impact shopping percentage times the number of households you reach. Also in your COVID survey, we asked of your audience, what would they like to see? What information would they like to get from local businesses? And look at this. They clearly said, what services are you offering? What hours do you have? What's the general status of your business? What online services are you offering? I would strongly suggest that you assist and support your local businesses, friends helping friends once again. Your audience are their consumers and their potential customers. Share with them what your audience wants and information. I'm sure you'll agree with me. These are extremely unprecedented, confusing times. Help your friends, share with them the information from your own survey about what your audience wants from your businesses. This is what they should be promoting. I would also strongly suggest in your Pulse program, you have your break-even calculator. Why am I suggesting this? Fear and uncertainty, economic impact. There's a lot of pain and suffering out there. More than ever, give them the peace of mind, the confidence, how few customers they need for a consistent campaign, i.e. your grant program, your matching grant program. Lead with, here's the opportunity. 5,500 households are going to shop at a lumberyard. Here's the grant program, the benefit of it. And here's how few customers you need for that campaign. So for instance, so just quick refresher, all the break-even calculator does is takes from them their customer value, and I'll show you live in just a second, get from them their customer value, get from them their cost of goods. So from them, you get their net customer value. That's magical because it has the credibility. They're giving you their customer value. They're giving you their cost of goods. And then from that, it's just simple math. 700 into 12,000. All they need is 18 customers, about 1.5 a month. And what does that do? It gives them the confidence, the peace of mind that, yes, I can. Because they realize all they need is just 18 customers out of, in the example I gave you just a moment ago, 5,500 going to shop at a lumberyard. All they need is 18. And so recommendation number one, retention. You do not want to get that phone call, that email that says, well, I'm going to cut back or I'm going to quit. Be proactive. Get out to them first with the information in the teaser, how many households you reach, and show them how few customers they need. Recommendation number two, let's get back some of that lost advertising. That's what the grant program's all about. But show them what the opportunity is. And for this morning, I chose a furniture store example. Why? Because a furniture store is one of the business categories that got slammed. What do I mean by slammed? Comparing the current COVID impact shopping back to just January, when we did the Pulse of America survey across the country, there's a 50% drop. That makes sense, right? Furniture stores are closed. But look at this. Just take an example for simple math. 9.6% across the country said, yeah, we plan to shop at a furniture store in the next 3 months, okay? But that's what's in the pipeline, by the way. This is their intent, what's in the pipeline. And businesses should be proactive in making sure that their message is there so that they get a larger percentage of what's in the pipeline. You always heard, advertise in bad times. Competitors aren't. You're going to need a larger share. This is the reality of it. So back to my example here. 9.6% with 10,000 households, simple math, that's 960 households. So that furniture store might rightly be saying, oh, it's really tough, we're closed. But your research has proven there's business in the pipeline, like in this example, 960. It's not the 2,000 over 12 months, but it's 960 over the next 3 months. And I think you'll agree with me that furniture store's going to be excited and impressed. This is encouraging news to them, okay? And then I would also suggest you do a flyer. And you're all familiar with the flyer program, Super Teaser. This is awesome today. Once again, and you're going to get sick of me saying this, they don't know. More than ever, this is a unique time for you guys. More than ever, your businesses want to know. They will appreciate information about the shopping plans for their business and what's going to be bought. They will say, thank you so much for caring about me and sharing this information. The flyer is perfect for it. Now, I'll show you in just a second here, you're working at home, how you can email the flyer to them. So basic overview of the flyer. Big number, what's in it for them. But it also shares with them the opportunity, what's in the pipeline. Look at that, almost 200, well, over 200, getting tongue-tied. Almost 300 households going to buy a recliner chair. Bedroom furniture, 260 households. Once again, this gives them the encouragement to say yes, because they know what's in it for them, to your Lee Grant matching program. And I would also suggest when you're going out to those businesses who cut back or canceled, that you share with them, with their input and participation, how few customers they need. My third recommendation, and I'll show you live in just a second, but I mentioned a moment ago, we identified 51 business categories, 51, that will have an increase in shopping. I suggest you target them. They're kind of the low-hanging fruit, if I might be so blunt, in these pretty challenging times. But look at this: planter, nursery, garden, up 49%. A neighborhood mom and pop grocery store, look at that, up 136%. Landscaping service up over 100%. Okay, and so target the businesses, and I'll show you, it's live on your Pulse program right now, that will have an increase in shopping. Recommendation number 4, we've got in your program the Pulse training and certification. Many of our clients have said to us, this is an excellent opportunity. Our team is working from home, and they're going through the Pulse training and certification. It's a very simple but very, very effective refresher. And for you guys, some of you guys who are new to the Pulse program, it takes you through each step of the Pulse program with an overview video, along with specific assignments to really engage and come up to speed. Next thing I want to go over before we go live is kind of an overview working from home and how you can use your Pulse tools very, very effectively in a situation where you can't meet with them personally. So I want to show you about the teaser and what we've done there to upgrade, or not upgrade, to change the teaser talking points to work from home. How you can email or do a live Zoom webinar with your business as the teaser or the flyer. And then the call planner is a really great little organizational tool, for you guys, because you're working from home right now. Okay, so let's go live here and take a look at some of the tools. Okay, so we're in your live site right now. And so let me scroll down here if I might. I mentioned the Pulse training and certification. Click right there and click yes, I want to do it, review it, and you will then get a overview of the training steps. And in the certification, there's a little box here to check as you do each one of the steps. So I highly encourage you, as a refresher or to learn more about your Pulse program, to do the Pulse training and certification program. But now let's share with you some of the specific recommendations I made. One of them was the business categories that show an increase in shopping. So on your homepage under COVID-19 resources, click on COVID-19 Business Guide. And up will come 2 lists for you. One is my personal top 25 list. I've been in this business, oh my gosh, almost 50 years, and I put together the business categories I would contact. And so they're listed right here. And as you can see, this is the percentage you plan to shop in the next 3 months, but also the change from the January pre-COVID research. But I also added some categories here that have gone down. Why did I do that? Even though a bank changing or getting a new bank is down 18%, there's still 23%, and this is national data on this. Well, this is national data, is up 23%. A lot of banks would like to know that. Even though car dealership is down 22%, there's still 11%. And even though an insurance agency is down 59, there's still 5.1%. So in 10,000, circulation, that's still 519 households, 510 households who are going to change or get a new insurance agency. Big opportunity. So my point is yes, there are a lot of businesses here who show a significant bump, because of the COVID realities, living, I say, yeah, it feels like living at home, being at home, but there's also businesses who have been impacted negatively, but there's still a lot of them, and there's still a big opportunity. The second list for you is the full Pulse list. And what this has bolded is the business categories who have an increase, but also we organize for you various business categories that we recommend would be very, very good prospects for this very unusual, unprecedented COVID time. Okay, so we've got financial services, general services, home goods, contractors, automotive, real estate, pets, health and medical, etc. So suggest that you take a look at as you're prospecting and target the businesses who are going to have an increase, but also then target other business categories. So let's go here. There's home and air conditioning services are up. You click on find. It'll default to a map of your area. And then what I suggest you do, for those of you who are familiar, if you're not, it's in the training program, but we've added a little call planner tool. It's a great little organization tool from working from home. So you identified heating and air conditioning as a good category, for your lead matching grant program. And we've got some local heating and air conditioning companies here. So we just click on add the call planner, add the call planner, add the call planner. Or you could just click on create, and you could create a teaser or a flyer or a full presentation that includes your lead matching grant program. But let's take a look at the call planner here. So we've added some businesses to your call planner. It's kind of a tool and resource for you working from home, to organize. So you click on call planner, and up will come for you, businesses that you want to put on your prospect list. And then as you're going through it here, it's really cool because you can just keep track of where you're at. A lot of ad reps have told me, gosh, it's kind of hard working at home. I've got, 2 dogs and 5 kids, and it's just sometimes a little overwhelming. But look at this in the call planner. You can click on add activity, and you can keep track of your steps. So what type of call was it? It was a cold call for new business. What did you present? Print and digital. What's your next action? Yay, a contract for the matching grant program. When do I want to schedule that? I want to schedule that for next Monday. You can put in some notes, and you just log your activity. So simple as that, and I just put it in my calendar. But you can also come down here, and let's take here, Fair Oaks. We can just come right here. So you've got your prospect list right at your fingertips, and then you can just scroll over here, and you can just call them on the phone, click on flyer, and it automatically, and as quick as that, creates a flyer for you. Now you've got your talking points when you call them on the phone. The most important thing of phone calling is the first microseconds, getting their attention. What's in it for them, the benefit, the opportunity. This is rough times for them. They will appreciate good news. What I want to also show you here is, see the web address here, the URL? This is the web address of this presentation. So you can email them this address. And when they click on this address, up pops this presentation. So you could call them on the phone, with a teaser and say, we just did a survey. We tried to ask the questions you would ask. We realize how difficult these times are, the uncertainty. Nobody knows what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, next month or so. So we asked of our audience, what are their shopping plans at a nursery garden supply store? And we found out that 36.5% of our audience said yes, they plan to shop at a plant nursery garden supply store. That's almost 68,000 households. We also asked about what they plan to buy. Bark dust, shrubbery, fertilizer. Would you like to know more? Person says, yeah, please. And the reason they do is now more than ever, they want to know. They don't know. And so you can just email them this address. Up will come for them on their screen, your presentation. And then, by the way, and I would also suggest you get a free Zoom account or GoToMeeting account, or Microsoft, and then engage with them in real time. They can see your screen and just click here. Would you like to know more? And you open it up and you're right into the research. Oh, I'd like to know more about outdoor furniture, outdoor fire pits, outdoor kitchen equipment, okay? Now you're helping them. You're that consultant. And then you just click update, and look at that. I'll be blunt. Nobody else can do this. Nobody else has this information. Radio doesn't, television doesn't, and the businesses themselves don't have it. Now you're helping this business. You're giving them encouragement, opportunity. What's in the pipeline for their business over the next 3 months? And I think you'll agree with me, that really is positive and leads right into the benefit of your Lee Grant program. Okay? And so let me just click off here on your flyer program and go back here to the guide once again. And this time I want to click on a teaser. Let me do this if I might. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And I recommended you contact your existing businesses. So let's you've got a search box up at the top. And let's just type in like State Farm. And so you got State Farm here, Aaron Perry. Okay. Then you just click and you create a teaser. Okay. We need to tell the program, what audience we want to select. And so you've got a drop down updated list. And thanks, Cheyenne, for assisting and getting the updated households here. And so right at your fingertips is all the various audience options that are available to you. Okay, so let me just click one here. Okay, let's go here to, Wisconsin State Journal. Okay, and now you've got the teaser, the words to say right at your fingertips. I trust you're well. I understand how busy you are. Obviously, unprecedented challenges and times. We got some encouraging news. We asked about people's insurance plans, changing and getting a new insurance agent. We found out that there's almost 8,000 households who we reach who in the next 3 months plan to change or get a new insurance agent. Would you like to know more about their insurance plans for auto insurance, homeowners insurance? Of course they're going to. So you got the words to say, working from home with the teaser to immediately grab their attention of the benefit for them. Then you got email, an example email text that you can just copy and put into your own email program, and obviously change the wording, to suit your specific, communication. I like this one, what to print, because what you can do is to email, you just cut and paste it. That's a beautiful thing, because then you got the big number, it shows them the percentage, and it's proven to be phenomenally impactful at starting that conversation, getting the business engaged. Then if you want, right here, you click and create a flyer. Okay. And so if you targeting an existing business or one, that cut back or canceled, it's very simple. All you have to do is go and just type in their name in the search box or check under accounts. You probably already got them, in your Pulse program. Okay. And so now, just a quick overview of some of the other elements of your program. I want to quickly, and I'm going to go back here to the business guide, create a one-page presentation, kind of as a reminder. And so I'm going to go back here and let's click on, let's say auto repair shop. Okay, so we click on auto repair shop, their business is up. This time I'm going to create a one-page presentation. I want to do this to kind of reinforce how you can use your Pulse sales tool for your Lee matching grant program. Okay, so you select your audience once again. So I'm just going to select one here at random. Okay, you put in your what you're going to present. You come right down here and you can put it under enter custom package. You can put Lee Grant. I'm sorry, I don't know the details. But then you can put in the campaign, let's say 5,000, and the number of weeks. And I understand this is for local businesses that are, it's your owned and operated print and digital. Correct, Mike? And then let's put in 52 weeks, okay? And then let's add some products and services here quickly, just as a refresher. So brake replacement, oil change, tune-up, alignment, etc., shocks. Click on finish. We can show what they're missing with Facebook, etc. Remember, this is all your own local data updated, with COVID-19. Return on investment, we're presenting a $5,000 campaign. So 5-time return would be $25,000, pretty simple. ad readership. Look at that, 58% from your current survey either purchased or sought more information from an item advertised in capital newspapers. That is a big deal. 96% read the ads. Then we click on Save Presentation. And what it does is it shows them, once again, the opportunity, the specific details, but in your one page for your Lee Grant program, you click here. Remember, you can email this presentation to them. There's the web address. You just click right here. You're in a Zoom meeting with them, perhaps. You ask them, what's your customer value? Our customer value is about 2,000, okay? What is your cost of goods, okay? In other words, what does it cost for the furniture, the parts, the labor, etc., okay? Well, 65%, so you make 700, yes. So you only need 8 customers for the Lee Grant program, just 8. So it shares and shows them confidence, peace of mind, takes away the fear. And if you're doing, for instance, let's say a 13-week program, oops, typed in a little internet issue here, 13 weeks, okay, they only need 2.5 a month. That's simple. That's a no-brainer. It gives them the confidence, okay? And so the one page, I would strongly suggest that you use to present your Lee Grant program because it reinforces the benefit, the opportunity, what's in it for them, along with obviously the benefit of the Lee Grant program. But then again, you can share with them how few customers they need, taking away the fear and the uncertainty in today's world, okay? And then the last thing I want to show you here is coming down. You're on your home page. You can click right here and go right to your closing break-even tool, right from your home page. And since it just came up, every presentation that you create, by the way, and you're working from home, you've got right on your dashboard. And so you just come right here. You've got the icon for a one page, for a flyer, for a teaser. You just click right here, flyer. As simple as that. And you've got it right there to share with them. So that's an overview of number one, and most important is you have now live and in your Pulse program a resource, an opportunity, a benefit for you and your local Madison area businesses, shopping plans that is current. It's based upon today's real world of COVID and what your audience plans to buy for over 200 business categories, thousands of products and services over the next 3 months. It's in your Pulse Sales Tools live right now. Just log in and you can immediately start accessing that information. But more important, you can access it so you can quickly get your talking points. So click here on Wine Shop, for instance. I just want to quickly, as I'm talking, do this and click on teaser. And you can adjust your audience to whatever you want. And you've got your talking points to engage with that person over the phone and get their interest, and then share with them the benefits, the opportunity of your Lee Grant program. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can email me, Marling, M-A-R-L-I-N-G, at paper.net, marling@paper.net. And Mike, is there anything in wrap up that you'd like to say?
No, John, I just appreciate the time and everything that you guys have taken to put this together. And I think we probably should do some follow-up with the managers so they have a little more working knowledge and comfort with the data so they can share it with their teams. So maybe we can circle back. We'll touch base offline and figure out what our next step is. But I want to have some action items, for our reps to act on right away, so this stays fresh in their mind. And so I would encourage everybody to go into your login. If you don't have a current login, let Cheyenne know and we'll get you set up. I know we may have a new person or two that doesn't have a login, but go in and play around with the data and see what's there. And the teasers and the flyers are very easy to put together and provide some great, position statements and talking points for you guys to use as you call on people during the COVID pandemic. So thanks a lot, John, for everything. If you could circle back with me offline and we'll touch base, and then we'll see what our next steps are.
Okay, well, and I did record the program this morning. So anybody who wasn't able to attend, I'll have the recording available. I'll send it off to you, Mike, so you've got it that you can share with them.
All right. Thanks, John.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Have a safe and good day.